Hey y'all, I'm back. I was sitting here, I'm driving, so I have time. It's almost like an hour away from the house. So I was thinking about Brooklyn because the story that I shared with y'all in the last video occurred in Brooklyn when I was still living there. And I, at the end of the video, I said something about men complimenting you, but we always think that they have an agenda. I just want to say, I have to tell y'all, when I was in Brooklyn, I used to walk a lot. I tried to walk almost anywhere I could for exercise. I understood the importance of walking. But when you walk, you're running into so many men, right? And I'm not the attention-seeking type at all. At all. At all. Ever since I was a teenager or preteen, when I went through menopause, when I went through puberty, it's like the men knew it. And I remember going to school 12 years old, that particular year, 12. I was a skinny little girl, pretty shapeless until I turned 12. And stuff just said boom, bop, bam, and the men knew it. And the way the men used to flirt with my mom and check her out, they started doing that to me. And I was like, what is going on? I never liked it. I hated it. Especially, it was men, adults. I absolutely hated for men to look at me like that. So it never was something that I enjoyed. Well, let me be honest. I enjoyed attention from the guys I wanted attention from. If they were a cutie and they noticed me, I'm like, okay, I'm cute too, in honesty. But on the when you look at the whole picture, to walk down the street on a summer day or any beautiful day, it could even be winter time, and in Brooklyn, guys would hang out on the streets. That's just what they did, hung out in big packs, like 7 to 10 of them sometimes. And as a young lady, you're walking by and they are just bothering you. That's what I consider it to be, bothering. It's a bunch of you. Why are all of you trying to talk to me at the same time? I never liked that. I never enjoyed that. It was never my goal to go out and just have all these men on the street ogle me like that. I knew what they had on their minds. So I didn't appreciate being a sex object. Of course, when you went to school and you had guys you had a crush on or whatever, you was hoping they would notice you. I mean, that's just natural. But to be walking in the street in the neighborhood and trying to go about your business, and everywhere you go, I hated it. And on up until my late 40s and early 50s, men still did it. Now, it changed a little bit because what's funny is that when you're young, of course you're going to have the young guys, the middle-aged guys, the old guys. Then when you turn a certain age, the age I turned 40s, when I turned my 40s, the men my age stopped paying me attention. It was the younger ones and the older ones. It was funny because then my daughters would be getting the attention of the guys I would have preferred to date it in that age group. Those are the men that started checking out my girls now, because now my girls are in their 20s. It's just funny how it turns out. But before I left Brooklyn, I was working with a lady. I was doing home attendant. I was her home attendant, and I used to walk from her house. I would go by bus because I didn't want to be late. I was always running late. I am the worst when it comes to being on time for work. Sad. But yes, that is one of my issues, my faults. But I would take the bus because I couldn't walk there. I would definitely not get there on time. And I would walk home. Walking home, the guys would just bother you. I was telling my sweetheart about that. He was like, "You're so strange." I was like, who want to be accosted on the street all the time? I hated it. I used to literally tell people, leave me alone. And I would make this expression where I'm trying to act like I'm all hard and rough, like, leave me alone. They don't care. Some of them, that's the reason why they speak to you. You ain't scaring me. I remember a guy told me that. I did bust out laughing. He said, "You think I'm scared of you because your face is looking like that?" He said, "I like that." And I just busted out laughing. I had to laugh. I'm like, you just can't win. don't miss that. Here in Georgia, I don't go through that. So ladies who don't like it, I'm sorry for you, girl, because I don't go through that anymore. Bless the Lord. Woo, I don't miss that. I am not lying. I don't miss it at all. I hate that. The men in Georgia are a little different, but I guess it depends on the atmosphere you're in. The only time I get, and it's not the same, men that may have a crush on me is when I'm working, because at work it's different. You see somebody every day, you get to chit chat with them, and they might end up having a crush on you, but it was always respectful. Nobody ever said anything out of line. They knew that I had someone in my life and they weren't going to go there, and that was fine. So if somebody have a little crush on you, that might be flattering here and there, but to be out and trying to go about your business and having guys always saying something to you all the time, no sir. Don't miss it. I'm so grateful I don't have to experience it anymore. I am so grateful, y'all. Y'all don't even know. I ain't lying. I'm about to miss my exit talking to y'all. Let me get on up here. Can I get in front of you, please? Please. Pretty please. With sugar on top. With sugar on top. Thank you. You like the sugar? I am so ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I got 2 more exits. So I got to get over, because over here in Atlanta, it is... very congested, man. But in any event, yes, girls, ladies, and men, I am so grateful that I don't have to experience that anymore. I never liked that attention. I never liked it. I really didn't. So, no more for me. I'm in a car minding my business. And then the difference too out here, I don't get all jazzed up like I used to when I was in New York. I always felt like I had to get prepped to go out, because it's funny, you could run into people from your past and you want to make sure you look cute. I'm so laxed out here. I would get in my car looking jacked up, go to the store, ain't nobody bothering me, nobody cares, and I love it. It's a very relaxed lifestyle down here, very peaceful. And I'm in my joy. Because to say I'm in my joy. I'm glad I was able to meet a beautiful man that I spend the rest of my life with, who helped me attain this peace. Yeah. When you're in a couple, when you're married and you have a husband and a wife, it's more of a help in your life for you two to help one another out. Help maneuver in this crazy place and have somebody that you love dealing with this stuff with you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm grateful for him, and I'm glad that the Father preserved his life, because thinking about losing him like that was pretty scary. It really was. If not for the grace of God, if not for his grace, if it wasn't for grace. Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed day. Enough of my ramblings. I'm done. Until the next one. Bye bye. Peace, love, and blessings.